If you do go on to enjoy today's video, do me a favour and hit that like button and of course subscribe. It really does help me out a lot. And if you want to avoid the random lottery that is FIFA points, you can go straight to the source with u7buy.com. And of course you can use the code TVM at the checkout to get yourself a discount. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to the Road to Glory, also known as the quest to get better at the draft. I've already talked about this, and we'll go through some of the comments when we get to the gameplay portion of it. But the idea behind, not the whole series now, this isn't just it. I'm not going to do drafts every single episode, but I'm going to do drafts a lot more, regardless how much I hate it, because A, it's instant gratification in terms of packs. You get them straight away. Even if I go out in the first round, which, by the way, warning, that will happen a lot. What my goal is not to pack something massive or to make it profitable. Don't care about that, although we kind of do need to make it profitable, otherwise we're going to run out of coins very quickly. But the whole point of this is going to be to hit an average of 55% possession, which if you go and look at real world football, top teams, even the likes of Bayern and such, I think Bayern have got one of the best possession games in European football and probably even in world football. But if you look at like top teams with their possessions, it tends to be between 55 and 60. Any higher than that and they are just on another level. But 55 is a very, very good percentage. So I kind of want to hit 55% possession. In terms of pass accuracy, I want to be hitting 90. And I know that's a lot, but I normally get between 85 and 90 every game, right? Now, if I can translate that into the draft, then there's no reason why my pass accuracy on that there can't be between 85 and 90. 90 is maybe pushing it a little bit, but I want it as close to 90 as possible. Goal difference, I don't care about that. I just want it to be plus. Plus is fine. And in terms of average goals conceded per game, I would like to keep that down to a minimum. And goals scored per game, I'd like to see that stay in and around where it is, maybe even creep up to 3. But yeah, that's the goal of the draft portion of the Road to Glory. There's no point doing a draft to glory. I did start that, but I don't really see the point of it. Running alongside a Road to Glory on the same account, to me, is a little bit silly. I might as well just put them in the same thing. Otherwise, it's just, yeah, exactly. In terms of formations, I want to be pushed outside of my comfort zone. I don't really want to be using 3 at the back. I don't want 1 striker. So I think I'm either going to go with a 4-4-2 or I think I will go with a 4-3-2-1 because we kind of got 3 strikers then. I'm going to go with a 4-4-2 though. That's a bit silly, but I am going to go with a 4-4-2. Now, there are going to be many wrong decisions made here. Oh my god, why have you taken him? What are you doing? I know, right? Doesn't matter. Don't care. I just want to build a team I'm excited to play with. Chemistry doesn't matter too much to me. I'll get it if I can get it. If I can't, then I'm not bothered. 4-star, 4-star. I'll take him because, you know, nice links to everyone. Go for the first striker here. And we get ourselves... Have they taken all the icons out of the draft all of a sudden? Or is it just my bad luck? I think I'll take Mbappe. Because, I mean, it's easy links, especially if we can get ourselves a good card here. I think they may have done it, you know. I'll take Salibu. Yeah, we'll take Salibu because it gets a little link. Go for a second striker. They have taken the icons out, haven't they? That is depressing. I'll go for Ben Yedder there. Nice little link to Mbaps. Second centre mid. That's so annoying though. Why take them out? Why fix it? What's the point? Everyone was really enjoying that. Everyone was having fun. But no. We'll take out the only enjoyment you guys get in this game anymore because otherwise. But then again, they are earning money from it, right? I don't get it. We'll take him. French League. Not very good, but hey, he's French League. I mean, it might just be my bad luck. Maybe icons are going to start flowing now, but I've not done a draft since, and it doesn't seem to be working. No French League player, no French player. So maybe looking towards some sort of super sub or maybe someone for links. Kind of tempted to go for him. There's no Italian there either, so I mean, I'm going to take Douglas Costa. He's got terrible finishing, but I'll take him anyway. If we can get a La Liga right back here. Oh, there we go. So Florenzi's a La Liga right back. He's Italian as well. We could make that work. I don't really want to be keeping Saliba out on the right-hand side, though. I am hoping to get someone better than that. But at least, I suppose, you know, Mbappe's on full chem anyway. We could just go with this. And if we get Messi, just play him off chem. So I'll go for Florenzi. That's a bit of a sexy one. We could maybe link it round to the Italian league then for Douglas Costa as well. There we go. There we go. So we need an Italian to do that. Bonucci would work, but Marquinhos works for the... I'm going to take Marquinhos here. I'm going to take him, and I'll tell you for why. Because over here, we'll get a card we can use and link with... There we go. I got Ramagnoli. Switch those bad boys around. And we've got a little link into Florenzi. So he's on full chem. Just need Messi there. We'll play him off chem. That's fine. Florenzi will be on full chem. If I can get Donnarumma's in for me in goal now. Oh, you are banging. There we go. That's a job done on the chem over there. Now all we need to do is get ourselves something decent on this side. Alex Telles works a little bit. Doesn't give chem to Marquinhos, but that's okay. We're not done yet. I don't really want to be keeping the centre mid there. We could maybe switch that into Verratti, hopefully, and then potentially we could get Neymar on the left. I'm thinking about things a little bit more. I mean, the only other option is to completely screw myself over there, so I've got to go for Telles. Right, so at the moment, that's the team. We have got 100 chem, incidentally. Let's go for the reserves. I don't want Pepe in terms of starting 11, but I might take him. We could take Bale and play him off chem, though. Pepe is better, but I am going to take Bale, and I am going to start Bale as well. He doesn't get full chemistry. I think, in fact, yeah, he's on 6 chem, but that's okay. I don't mind that. I'd rather play him instead of Saliba. Ooh, Moments Dennis Bergkamp. But I do like my strike partnership, so it would literally be for sub only. Or we play Di Maria out there and get full chem, but then we don't get chem to Florenzi. Or we take Heung-min Son and for no reason whatsoever. So, or we take Alexandro and we give full chem to Douglas Costa, who I don't want to keep there anyway. I really want to take Bergkamp, and it's so stupid. What's his agility like RC? Screw it. I'm taking Bergkamp, and yeah, I can't draft. Who cares? I wanted Bergkamp, all right. Ooh, Zanetti. That doesn't really change anything. Matuidi would work in the midfield. Doesn't link with Marquinhos, but does get a link to Douglas Costa. Does get a link to Ben Yedder. Of course, the icon link in there as well. I do like Matuidi. He's a much better player. We could take Zanetti and play him as a centre-back. Oh, there's too many options. Carvajal would incidentally give chem. Yeah, but he wouldn't to Ramagnoli. Yeah, but he doesn't need the chem. Ramagnoli doesn't need chem. If I get Carvajal, we take Florenzi out. Bale's on full chem. Ramagnoli's on full chem. Carvajal's on full chem. And he's got a shadow. See, this is the part where people are like, you're stupid, you should take X player. Because if I take Carvajal, it sorts out a big problem. But if I take Matuidi, I don't have to use that inform. And I do like Matuidi. And it sorts another problem, but it causes another problem. So, yeah, I'm never going to win with people. I know I'm not. And if I take Zanetti, I could do so much with him as well. But I am going to take Carvajal because it sorts out that problem. Bale's on full chem, he's on full chem, Ramagnoli's on full chem, and people will still find a way to moan at me. I know they will, but it's okay. Gotta take him. I don't care that he's not a CDM. We've got to take Ronaldinho's Moments card. That actually sorts a big problem as well, because now Douglas Costa's on full chem. Marquinhos isn't, but at least he's sorted. And now I don't really care what happens. Oh, Rodrigo, mate. Oh. Suits you, sir. I'd rather play him instead of Gareth Bale. Lodi would be a good shout as well, but I would rather get Rodrigo because I've not used him yet, so let's just take Rodrigo. Bale would be a super sub. It still works just as well as Bale did. I'll tell you what, this is coming together. Better centre-back now, wouldn't go amiss. Adama Traore as a sub, maybe, because, I mean, what else can we do there, realistically? I suppose Gabriel Paulista would fit, but I don't want to take him. There's no point. So let's just take Adama. I won't take the keeper just yet, just in case this is a useful... Thing is, I'll tell you what I'll do, right? I'll take Idrissa Gueye, and if I can get Keylor Navas here, I will swap out the centre-back pairing. Bugger. I mean, it really doesn't matter, does it? Let's just take Foster. It doesn't matter. Basically, what I was going to do was put him there and then put Keylor Navas in goal, and then that would be everyone on full chem and everyone would be loving life. But unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. So it is what it is. Yeah, is what it is. Never mind. Never mind. If I've made a mistake along the way as well, I apologise if I've triggered you. Oh my god. Oh, I really want to use him, but I can't because he just doesn't fit. Icone, I don't like him, by the way. So before people start saying pick him because he works here or there, I don't really want to take him because I don't like him. I know Tonali doesn't work, which is really irritating because I wish he did. So I probably will take... But then I could bring a Tonali on. I could bring Tonali on. This is a problematic thing. What other players do I have? Bergkamp, who is a player. Florenzi, Bale. Needs to be an icon in the middle anyway. Let me just take Tonali. I'd rather have him coming off the bench than Icone anyway. Let's move on to Hadji left mid, Overmars left mid. I'm going to take Hadji and I'm actually going to play him because, well, it's Hadji at the end of the day. I don't know why I'm deliberating that. What was I even thinking about? There we go. Boom. That's banging. Another sexy icon wouldn't go amiss. Oh, dear. Well, we'll just take Hugo Vieira. Give me Jari Litmanen. It's not quite Litmanen, is it? Do I take Messi and bring him off the bench, or do I take Hazard and bring him off the bench? Because Matuidi is kind of irrelevant because we've got Tonali. We do have Idrissa Gueye if we really need to, as well as Florenzi. So I'm thinking Messi? Just take Messi. And there we go. I mean, that's pretty banging. I don't know if the icon thing has been fixed then, because we did get a lot of icons there, but I don't know if they were necessarily enough to warrant saying, oh, that, you know, there's loads of icons. Because I've got 4, but I built a draft last week that had like 11 or whatever, right? So I don't know. Anyway, that's pretty sexy in terms of the. Well, hang on, let me just take the manager, and then I'll go through the. I'll go through the. What am I going to go through? I've got to take him, haven't I? I think maybe. He's French and he's, yeah, it just makes more sense. I'm going to go through the custom tactics then. I don't know what I'm going to do because we can't exactly change formation, but I'll go through some custom tactics and try and work something out. So the first game we come up against here is a very good looking team, lots of icons and so on and so forth. I apologise for the light across my face as well, by the way. I have to record this now and I've waited as long as I can for the sun to go and it just ain't going. So it is what it is. A lot of people said that they were happy for me to do an IRL football style video, so but not like me actually playing football. You don't want to see that. You'd be blown away by my mad skills. But before we get into that, let's have a look at this, because this is a penalty apparently. Now at the time I was like, oh, that's a bit harsh. But then when you look at it, Marquinhos touches the ball, the keeper touches the ball, Messi misses, and he gives a penalty. And there, and I've slowed it right down and I've looked at it, you have to take my word for it, the keeper gets fingertips to it and pushes it to the outside of Messi's right foot. I tried to be clever with my goalkeeper, it didn't work and he scored. And from there on in, this guy was just a good player and I couldn't do much about it. I say that in the first half he 100% deserved to beat me and he was just tearing me to pieces. Second half I dominated the game and you'll see that by the possession statistics and the amount of shots that I had, etc. But for whatever reason I just couldn't score. It's almost like he had a defensive shield in front of his goal at times. I don't even think he was playing like one drop back or anything, but in the second half He just seemed to have so many bodies behind the ball. It was mad. In terms of the some people are saying make a football podcast and do things like that. Maybe make a second channel and do football content on there. We'll see what we can do. I mean, I'm not saying that I'll 100% do it, and I'm not even sure what I would talk about, because I don't want to sit there and just talk about Liverpool for 10, 20, 30 minutes. I'm sure people would get bored of it. And I don't want to sit there and specifically talk about the Premier League, but then I don't want to step on anyone's toes and get, not information wrong, but like say something about a club that a fan doesn't agree with. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what we can do. And we may or may not, maybe every Sunday, post a video on this channel. I have no interest of making a second channel. I mean, there is a Patreon option, but I don't really want to go down that road either. Although we do have a Patreon if you're interested, link down below. But either way, we'll see. We'll see what happens there. With regards to this road to glory, it's not a draft to glory anymore, but we are going to be incorporating the draft a lot more, and I will try and do it as often as I can. Like in this one right here, obviously, as you can probably tell, I get knocked out first round, regardless of how hard I tried to score a goal. But it's not about winning the draft. It's just about playing and trying to improve under different formations, finding different formations that work, using different players. You know, one day we might not even mention the draft as such. We'll just say, look, today this is the team we'll be using, and this is the player that we're going to showcase. And like, for instance, Bergkamp in that one, or Ronaldinho, we'll just see how good they are individually. And at the end of it, we'll get some packs and it'll be hunky-dory. And yeah, that's just how it goes, really. I mean, I'm not gonna sit there and make excuses. I'm not gonna moan. It just wasn't my day. I don't know how he managed to score 4 mine, but there we are. It is what it is. Those stats at the end as well, I mean, they weren't really like super convincing. I feel like I don't know. I feel like maybe on the grand scheme of things, I could have and probably should have scored a goal. My fault more than anything. But like I said, the whole point of this. The whole point of me playing the draft isn't to generate packs or anything, it's to improve upon this. I don't really understand that either. I've literally upped my pass accuracy by 1%, and the possession hasn't moved. How is that even remotely possible, that the possession stat hasn't moved even by 1%, even though we just had 57% possession? That's a little bit mad. So that just gives you some indication of how long this may actually take us to get done. But if we were to sell all the high-rated cards, it would give us more than enough in terms of like entry fees to keep going at this. And, you know, we've won the draft before. We can do it again. It was just bad luck then, that's all. So we do have these packs to open. One Hunter pays for the whole thing. One Shadow pays for the whole thing. A couple of decent silvers pays for the whole thing. You know, so it's not the end of the world so long as we can make most of our money back. I mean, that's a good pack to see there. No like Union Berlin or Paderborn or Brescia or anything like that, but he might be worth a little bit, you know, 500 coins. We've got to try and make back 15k here if we can. I'm not going to sit through and see if we can sell off everything, but for instance, I just want to see if we've got the value back, because these are cards I will use in League SBC again. Now, I'm going to sell that because I'm not going to complete the MLS again. I'm one team away, and once it's done once, that's it for me. I'm waiting to see if EA release a third card. If they do, I'll complete it straight away. I'll give it a week or two. If they don't have anything, that's it. That's me done. And the Portuguese League, I'm not going to complete either, so we can take 2,000 coins for that. So, if we assume we're getting, what, 4k from that, then that's 4,000 coins made so far. That together, we'll call it a flat 1,000. I mean, that is potentially a 5k player. Potentially. I say potentially because it's a bit hit or miss. It could be that it's a 500 coin player and there's only one on the market. It could be that it's actually a 5k player. I don't know. So we'll just assume that that's all right there. That is 1,000 coins. Together with the value of the goods in our trolley so far, big up Dale Winton, then yeah, we've got about 5k. So we need to make 10k back from these 5k packs, or as close as we can. Now, it's not a draft to glory. I don't have to make the money back. We've just got a board. We've got to walk out a 5k pack. You couldn't write it. You get Brazil. Be left wing. Oh, it's centre back. Calm down. It is going to be either Thiago Silva or Marquinhos. It's Marquinhos. 86 rated from a 5k pack. I'm very happy with that. Job done. Money back. Now, not going to happen all the time. And I was about to say that the object of me doing the drafts isn't necessarily to make money, although it is nice when we do that. It's going to be more along the lines of, I just want to get better at the game. Even though sometimes the game does really annoy me, I'd like to get better at the game, and I'd like to have not a good draft record in the way of like wins and trophies and such. I want to have a better draft record in terms of stats. I'm a stat man. I love stats, so I want my stats to be, high pass accuracy, high possession, and just good stats. To look at, you're like, do you know what? This guy can play football. And that's what I want. And the final goal pack, we get no board. But that's okay, because we already made our money back in Marquinhos. That was 17,000 coins. That should sell relatively quickly. If it doesn't, I'll have to relist it and we can take our money. But if we are still adding, that's 22,000 plus whatever we just discarded in the last one, maybe 23,000, and that's those packs done. Silva and Marquinhos is about 23k. That's 24. Both of those together is about 500 coins. That's 25. Both of those together, at least bare minimum 1,000 coins together. In fact, it's more than that. It's probably like 1,500. I'm lying. That's nearly 4,000 coins there. Let's just say 3k just to be on the safe side. That's around, 26, 27,000 coins we've made back from that draft, and we got knocked out in the first round. It isn't always going to be that way, but when it is that way, we'll take it. I'll embrace that for sure. I can't believe he's worth as much as he is. That's crazy. But there we go. That's not a bad way to end the video. Everyone thought it was an L. Everyone thought, oh no, he's lost money already. He can't draft, and now he can't play in the draft. This guy is horrendous. Doesn't matter. You don't need to be good at the game to make money from it. That is the moral of the story. That is essentially day one of trying to improve the record. It's going to be a long road ahead. But if you have enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.